So today, this is the DIY Fish Keeper UK edition. This is my very first video to the hobby on YouTube, and I just wanted to explain. Obviously, our channel is inspired by the King of DIY over in Canada, and this project here, this Overflow system, was probably one of his first editions of the non-drilled overflow pipe for an aquarium. I'm using this on my 2-foot nano marine setup. As you can see, my two clowns that are interested in what I'm doing up here. And this is very sort of a choppy version of it really, but it works for me. I'm going to clean it up at some point, but it works for me. And this is basically giving me a weir affected kind of skimming, so it does a lot of surface skimming, removing the protein to take down to my sump in the bottom of the tank here, which I'll show you shortly. But my reason for this video today, as it is in the title, is my edition of the Stockman Overflow silencer, because obviously I don't want this noise if you listen for 2 minutes. And of course this is in my bedroom, so I don't want this noise happening all the time whilst we're trying to sleep, because obviously this would not only make us want to wee, but it's also incredibly annoying when you're trying to sleep. So I came up with a project called the Floating Stockman. So I've taken two projects, DIY projects from the King of DIY, so the Stockman Overflow silencer and this, and I've made it my own. So I've not only done the overflow and cut it into a weir system here, so you get surface skimming as well, but I've also created what I've called a floating Stockman. So it's not attached to this pipe in any way; it just floats. So this here is, I believe, is a 32mm PVC pipe, and the floating Stockman is a 40mm. So let me show you that now. It's my 40mm floating Stockman's setup. So as you can see, it's purely just two fittings that I've got from B&Q. I've got this 40mm coupling. You can see it's got the little ridge inside, and then I've got this screw-on thing here which has got a rubber washer in it. But the most important thing of this floating Stockman has to be this hole at the top. I've cut probably a 3mm hole in the top here. It's very, very small. You don't need to do anything too big. It's just something to allow air to enter this area, otherwise you will have a tank disaster. And the idea is, when it's sat over the pipe, as it goes, the water flows up through past the two pipes, up over into the weir system. So I'm still getting the benefit of the skimming, but not just that, I get the silence as well. So let me take this over to the aquarium, stick it on the overflow pipe, and we'll do a before and after comparison, and you'll be able to see just how quiet this floating Stockman makes it. We are back at the tank. It's a little bit tight here, so do excuse me for the angle, but as you can hear, it's very noisy at the moment. So let's pop this over there, and as you can see, just let it go, and it's just floating freely. As you can see, just floats. And listen to that. Listen to how quiet that is. And as you can see, there's no difference. It's not restricting flow in any way. So yeah, this is my edition of the Stockman Overflow. It's a little bit different to all the others, and I mean, it may work for you, it may not, but this is just my way and my edition of the Stockman Overflow. Give it a go and see if it works for you. Thank you, folks, and see you all next time in another edition of the DIY Fish Keeper UK edition. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and until next time, see you in the next video.